Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
Hello, my name is Debbie Horovitch, and I'm glad that you have tuned in to listen today. I'm so excited to be speaking today with Cassandra Ciarallo. It's funny that I got her first name wrong and her last name right, but I'm happy to be speaking with her this morning. Cassandra is a young female entrepreneur who I met recently. She's from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, where I am as well. And she has a real passion for traveling, yoga, food, art, and fashion. And when I first met Cassandra, I was actually able to see all of those passions coming together in her business. She's really passionate about interacting with different cultures and helping cultures and other people live a more sustainable life so that we can help our environment. And I know Cassandra will tell you more about her story when we get into the interview, but what I wanted to tell you, the listener, before we begin, is that really what I find so impressive about her is that as a young entrepreneur, she's accomplished so much. She does have a very clear business vision, and her business experiences have connected her to others around the world so that she's learning about establishing fair trade type of business relationships. And the way that she's doing that really is she's currently launching a business and brand called Chic Made Consciously, which is primarily accessories that are made from recycled tires and rubber products, which you might think that they wouldn't look so good or that they wouldn't feel so great, but I can promise you they are gorgeous. I actually refer to her pieces as statement jewelry. And we all know everyone's looking for a signature piece or a statement piece. But what's really special about her accessories is that they're all eco-friendly, vegan, and cruelty-free. So Chic Made Consciously was inspired during her travels in the last couple of years. And instead of just passing by an interesting store, she actually spent time working with the people who are running the business. And this allows her to really learn about them and their lifestyle and incorporate all of that into her business. So she's making it possible for people in Toronto to wear her beautiful handcrafted fashionable products, most of which are coming from Bali at the moment. And her design is really so that she can help the environment and help other people help the environment through their life. So, Cassandra, thank you so much for being here today. I'm so excited to have the chance to speak with you for a few moments.
Thank you, Debbie. That was a wonderful introduction.
Great. So I do want to give lots of, interesting value. And I only have a few minutes with you today. I know that you've got other stuff to run off to.
I'm so excited to be here with you. I really, really appreciate your time as well.
Absolutely. So why don't you tell me myself and the listeners, why is it so important for people to consider how their accessories that they're wearing and showing off and, using for their own personal brand and image? Why is it important for them to consider where they come from and how they're made?
Well, it's really important nowadays just because we live in a world of fast fashion. And so things are made cheaply, and people who are making them aren't getting paid for their time. And I mean, if you think about the incident in 2013, the Rana Plaza incident in Bangladesh, there was a factory collapse.
Right.
And so that just kind of opened everyone's eyes to the whole fashion industry and what's going on and how are things made and who's making our clothes and accessories and all of these things, right? And so it's just taking a step back and thinking about where your products are made and how they're made, because that's definitely so important. So the fact that a product is handmade, that the creator is putting their time and effort into delicately handcrafting each piece, right? And you want to know that you're supporting a good cause, and the person who's making the good is actually getting paid for what they're doing, and they're not, being put in those instances where their life is being threatened and put in danger, just like what happened in Bangladesh. So, yeah.
I think you make actually a really important point, one that didn't even come into my mind until you said the words fast fashion.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people aren't even necessarily aware. I just became aware of it. I knew that so much was being manufactured, but I had no idea how much the fashion industry had changed just in the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm. It's actually
multiplied the amounts of clothing that we're buying and throwing away. And
yeah, it's insane. It's because trends come and go now, not on a seasonal basis. It's more like weekly basis, right? So if you even shop in any mall, you'll see that a t-shirt that was there one week like isn't even going to be there the next week because there's already new things coming in. And that's just how fast the industry works. And so you're buying a shirt that's costs $5. If you think about like, oh, who even made any money on this, making this shirt? If I'm only paying $5, where's like the person who stitched this shirt? What are they making? And when the reality of it is that they're making cents,
right. They're earning pennies, which is not a sustainable lifestyle.
No,
or a sustainable
not.
Income as an individual in any part of the world. And
it's not. So
the product that's being produced when we're purchasing more clothing because we can buy it cheaper, the clothing items that we're buying, if we have 5 t-shirts instead of 1 t-shirt,
mm-hmm.
those 5 t-shirts, all of them are degrading faster
mm-hmm.
and deteriorating faster, and you can wear them fewer times. You're not actually getting 5 times the amount of t-shirt wearing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. That's the
so
point,
you're getting
right?
a worse product and really damaging society and human beings on the face
mm-hmm.
of the earth
mm-hmm.
By wearing cheaper clothes.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, just the fact that somebody will go purchase an accessory or a clothing item or whatever it may be, just taking that extra time to be mindful and think about, oh, where is this coming from? That's definitely why it's important. We should be considering how it's made and where it's coming from, and the transparency in corporations, companies, small businesses, everything. Like that's what we should be showing everything and the whole process, right? That's what's so important.
I think that's a great point. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. So when people choose something like your brands or other fair trade accessories, then they can actually really feel good about wearing them and about talking about them and knowing that it's not something that they want to throw out, probably because they invest a little bit more money, but the money that they're spending is going to actually sustain the lives of people who are creating it.
Exactly. And like you said, it's more times than not a better quality product. So yeah, you're investing a little bit more, but you're getting something that's going to last you a long time, and it's well made, and you know how it's made. And so yeah, it's a sustainable purchase.
So now, to me, in my mind, I know that the majority of your accessories right now, I believe, are recycled tires, are made handmade.
Mm-hmm.
But from recycled tires. So I think, like, if a tire is not on a car, then it's going to last pretty long, whatever you make from it. Like rubber doesn't seem to me like something that really breaks down or deteriorates with time or use. Or like in the shower, it's not very fragile. Is it fragile?
No, it's actually a really nice material. It's also really soft. But like you said, I mean, I make this joke sometimes with my customers that it'll last you for miles, but it's a really durable product. For sure. I mean, I wear my bracelets every single day and they look exactly like they did 8 months ago when I started this. And
Interesting.
yeah, and no rips, no tears, no nothing. Again, like I do wear it in the shower too. So they are waterproof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So definitely just like a really good material and like I said, soft on your skin. So it's easy to wear and yeah, it feels nice too.
Oh, fantastic. So, okay, so tell me about how you're bringing these fair trade products. Like, where are they coming from? What's a little bit about your process of bringing them, and how would people within North America find you and these gorgeous products that I really encourage people to look at?
Thanks, Debbie. So I work personally with artists in Bali, Indonesia. They're the ones who handcraft everything. And after establishing this relationship with them, I've been able for the past 8 months to bring their wonderful products to Toronto. And since then, I have offered an online website. So all the products are listed on the website. Also, I attend trade shows, events, and markets around the city. So I'm personally selling to people on the weekends, which is really cool because I get to meet people face to face, and it's really nice to just meet people in the community and hear their thoughts and everything on the products themselves. So yeah, that's essentially where you can find me, and also just throughout contacting various bloggers. I have been interviewed a couple times. Sustainably Chic is one blogger who I've become acquainted with, and she's a really great sustainable blogger. I'm featured there, and of course, hopefully over the next little while, just going to be having more exposure in the online world.
Good, awesome, and. So tell me a little bit, like if we go back to for you when you were starting this business, what was the key? Like why was it important for you to start this business that focuses on eco-friendly, vegan, and cruelty-free accessories yourself? I mean, I'm sure you could go get a job or run any other type of business.
Yeah, for sure. But for personally, I mean, when I saw this product, there was a number of reasons why I felt attracted to it. Number one, yeah, it is eco-friendly. It's a sustainable product. It's something that's going to last a long time. Not only that, it's reducing the number of tires that are ending up in landfills. And unfortunately in Bali, it's such a small island and there's so many inhabitants and they just have so much waste. Mm-hmm. And what I saw from these artists was just so much passion going into their work and them just creating beautiful pieces of art and accessories that we can, like you said, have a statement piece on. But it's also something that's eco-friendly and vegan. And so we're not harming any animals, and we're just ultimately, reducing waste, which is going to affect our lives in the end, so I just thought it was a great idea, and why not help them grow their business and bring their products to Toronto, where I definitely thought, I had never seen anything like this before. And I wasn't sure that Toronto had ever seen anything like it. So bringing it here, I mean, it's the same idea. A lot of people are new to this, and they're just also excited about the fact that it's something sustainable and vegan. And yeah, so that's essentially why I think it's really important.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And it would, I think that would translate as well to people in other cities and in other countries in North America, really, that the same values would apply and the same important elements.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. All over North America. And I mean, we are we are experiencing a green movement, like everybody is moving towards thinking about purchasing more eco-friendly and sustainable. And a lot of corporations are moving in that direction too. H&M, they have their whole conscious line now. And like people are just waking up and realizing, okay, we need to think about our environment. We need to think about the planet. So it's just awesome to see that happening.
Is fast fashion sustainable?
Definitely not. No.
So what do you think will happen?
I think that companies are, like I said, companies are waking up, like 2 years ago when that incident happened in Bangladesh, that was Joe Fresh. I don't mean to to just throw that out there, but anybody can just look it up. It's all over the internet. It just makes these big corporations open their eyes and say, oh no, like this is what we're doing. We're going to have to change something. And as consumers, we have such a say in what if we purchase, like if we continue to give in to this fast fashion and these companies are making money, then at the end of the day, they're maybe not going to change as fast as we'd like to. So it all starts with us.
Exactly.
If people aren't purchasing from those companies, then they're going to have to change something in what they do. So, but I don't think that it's going to be something that's forever, because it looks like it's shifting, and
so you think that there may be new laws or policies that come into place about international production of clothing? Like, do you see the fashion industry returning to seasonal lines?
I would hope so. I mean, I haven't really seen that yet, but like I said, there are brands that are moving towards the conscious area, and like H&M, who's a huge designer, by 2020 or a huge company, by 2020 they want to be 100% green and using organic cotton. So right now they just have their conscious line where you can purchase the sustainable cotton and sustainable fibers that they use. But like their goals by 2020, and that's not too far away. So, hopefully this is just going to be spread across all different brands, and in terms of implementing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I hope that they'll find a way for it to be profitable, because I personally, I believe that that's what the motivation is for most of the businesses.
Definitely.
Is really where's the product, where's the profit, and where's their ability to earn money that they can take home. And
but
that's
sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, I think just the fact is that people aren't educated, and people don't know. They don't know that when their shirt costs $5, what's going on, because they don't think about how it's made, right? But the more that people are becoming educated on what's going on, then they're going to realize that they don't want to support. So if they're not making profits, then I think that they're going to have no choice but to change. So again, it's all about the consumer, and I think just the more that this green movement or this shift is happening, more people will become educated, and then companies will have no choice but to change. So I'm hoping that that's what's going to happen. And then, I think it makes good sense. And I agree with you. I think that it starts with people deciding to vote and to send a message with where they spend every single dollar, and feeling good about where they spend the money. So thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me this morning. And your website is chicmadeconsciously.com. And you do have a full website store. I know that you mentioned to me that you have free shipping, I believe, in North America. Yes.
Over $100.
Exactly. Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here today with us.
Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. And thank you everyone for listening. join us again next time.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.